Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So tonight, technically it's evening here, we are going to make a dog bed for Georgie. Tomorrow she turns 1. Happy Indigenous Day, everyone. Well, depending on when I upload this, she turns 1 on Indigenous Day. So we are going to get her, or make her a dog bed. It's called Indigenous Day. They changed it because Columbus is a horrible man.
Oh, it's Columbus Day tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, no, it's Indigenous Day. We are gonna make, or I am gonna make, a dog bed out of all the scrap wood that I have because I thought it would be fun. And when I say dog bed, technically I mean dog bed base because I bought the dog bed. A lot of people ask where I get them from. I just go to Home Goods. They have a really good selection that are all different sizes and they look nice and they're the most affordable that I've found. I already made measurements of the dog bed that we purchased. It was like $30, I think. And I kind of sketched up some plans very roughly. They're really rough. I'm not good at sketching, but in my mind I know exactly what everything means, and that's all that's important since I'm reading them. So these are not to spec, obviously. It's just like a rough little me tinkering around. It's gonna be about 30 inches wide, 24 inches deep. That's gonna be the platform, and then I'm gonna use 2x4s and 2x2s and just wood screws and wood glue, and that's basically the gist of it. So let's get started. First things first, we're gonna cut the outside border out. So I'm gonna do two 24-inch length 2x4s, and then we'll do two 30, and then we'll make a box, and then I'm gonna cut down some 2x4s into 14 inches, and those are gonna be the feet. And then after that, we'll just use some 2x2 furring strips along the outside and along the outside boards, but on the inside of them. And then those are going to be the planks that are gonna be holding up these 2x4s going this direction. Dog bed, super specific. My frame cut out two 30-inch 224s. I'm going to use some wood screws and my impact to drill 2 screws in on each side of these so that it makes a nice square frame. Why can't all wood be the same size? If it's gonna say it's gonna be the same size, why can't it actually be the same size, John? Can you tell me that?
I can tell you why.
Why?
Because it's wood. Part of woodworking is figuring out how to make everything work together nicely.
Yeah.
That's why it's a craft and not a task.
This is the dog bed. I got the dogs. If it looks like it's been used, it's because the dogs have been sleeping in it. I wanted it to kind of be inside of the frame and then also have like space for when the walls start obviously collapsing, because that's what happens with dog beds. That's why they don't last forever. So it looks like this is gonna be the perfect size. Yeah, we'll just keep carrying on. All right, so now I'm just attaching my 14-inch legs. They're roughly 14 inches. I kind of cut the first one a little short, so instead of changing everything, I just kind of started measuring from my first cut so that they're all the same, because this is what's gonna make the bed wobbly or not. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna be using 2x4s as the, there's a word for that. What are they called? The slats, right? We call it slats. I'm gonna be using those as the bed slats. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of putting one roughly underneath, so that way I know how far down or up, depending on which way you're looking at it, to put my legs. Because John is filming and I would normally do this project by myself, I'm gonna use this nice little clamp right here, and yeah, it's gonna help me just kind of keep the board tight up against, because these screws are not pulling as tightly as I would like. And I really want my boards to be flush up against, and I am not strong enough to do 5,000 things at once. So, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. And I'm screwing in from the inside just that way you won't see the screws on the outside as much. I mean, there will be some screws that'll be visible, but I'm trying to make less visible if possible. They don't stain as well. All 4 legs are on and they're inset a little bit, so that way I can start cutting my slats for the bed bottom. And they are flush, that's why I did it that way. And then I did add some support across because the distance between these legs and how high my boards are, it made the legs kind of splay out. So to keep them more firm, more straight up and down, I did have to cut to 18¼ boards, center them in the center of the boards, and they are drilled in so that way it actually makes this a lot more sturdy. Like, it's solid and it actually looks a lot nicer. So I'm kind of happy I did that addition. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the distance between the inside of this board and that board, and then I'm going to cut 6 slats. That's what I measured for 2x4s across, and then I will do my furring strips between this distance and this distance, just 2 of them. Cut these 18¼ We're gonna put them in, and I also made my cuts of my slats. Well, I thought I was doing pretty well with my measurements and everything. This side is actually 21 inches, and then somewhere where you hit like right mid-section, it turns to 21 and 8. So I kind of measured along the way just to make sure my boards were gonna fit. So I did the first side and the last slat cuts. So this is 21, this is 21 and 1/8, and then I kind of made up the difference in between. So I'm gonna put these down first. These are gonna go from one side to the other, like so. And then these are gonna be what the slats sit on. Hey, is that our dog barking? Is that Chi-Chi across the street? Alright. Yeah, that's Chi-Chi. That ain't our dog. Alrighty, funsies. Oh, Taco Bell?
What do you want to eat for dinner? Why are you inside the dog bed?
I'm gonna screw these from the inside out. Oh, I hate when it does that. It just lowers just a tiny smidge once it connects with the other board. It's really annoying. Whoa, you're really close to my face right now. So I had to drop my furring strips down just a tiny bit because, well, I had to. So that way the slats were gonna be flat, but it was no big deal. I only had 2 screws on each side set, and it actually was helpful to know because wood is not all shaped the same, which is super annoying. But I have 2 screws on each side. I'm gonna actually add a 3rd in the center of each side. I wanted to kind of put my slats down just so I know exactly where to put my screws, because I don't want to screw into the other screws when I go down for the slats. So now that I know that, I can put 1 screw right here, and I can put the other one right here. That's a platform. So my heaviest dog that will probably be jumping on this is about 45 pounds, and my heaviest kid that's going to be jumping on this is about 50 pounds. 60? We weighed them this weekend. How much is Wyatt?
68.
68. And Kai is like 65.
She's 59.
They're not that far apart, even though they're like 2 years apart. But yeah, so I'm about 125, so this should do. This should hold. It's pretty sturdy. So now I'm going to go ahead and just take my screws and do...
That would probably hold 300 pounds.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I'm gonna take my screws and
just...
It's
a little overkill.
My middle name is Overkill. Yeah, we're gonna just screw the slats in so they don't move, and then we'll be done. I just need a sand, stain, poly, and the birthday girl will have her little mini sofa. One of these spiders.
It's not the right screw.
I'm really tired of having different screws, John. Well, I'm not gonna strip that. John likes to mix the screws, so I didn't have my right bit for that one apparently. This is what it looks like. I already had Georgie come out and jump on it to see if I made it too high. It is fine, she can get on it. I'm gonna sand it now, which shouldn't take too long because there's not a whole lot of area to sand, and I made sure to kind of keep most of the company stamping on the inside so I don't have to be as particular as I normally am when I do my furniture. But yeah, basically it's literally just a bed platform, but for a dog because I'm ridiculous. Alright guys, so I just got done sanding. Ugh. Got stuff all over me. I should have probably sanded that off prior to putting the board in, but I don't really care. Nobody's gonna see that when the bed is on, and I'm actually staining it a dark blackish color because that is gonna match the rest of my decor. So yeah, I'm going to really quickly screw on these feet right here. These are just by Everbuilt. They're just heavy duty non-skid pads because I don't want it like going all over our hardwood floors when the dogs jump on and off and all of that. So I'm going to screw those into the feet, and then I'm going to get to staining, which I'm just going to use, I don't know, one of my black stains up there, and then I'll poly it tomorrow. I did not bother sanding the bottoms of this because nobody's going to see it or really touch it. I kind of think I should get these feet for my furniture outside that you guys know I built because I think this will keep it off the ground and not let the water touch the wood as much. I really like them. It's black and the feet are on, and I got the wobble out. Yay, no wobble. And I'll poly it tomorrow, and then it'll be all done for the doggy. Good morning. It is 11:25 next day, Monday. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I have been polyurethaning, sealing, top coating, whatever you want to call it, the dog bed platform for the last couple hours. Obviously, when you're dealing with like stains and sealers and stuff like that, it's really important to have them dry in between coatings. I say that as a disclaimer to people who want to do it right, but I never do. I did last night do it correct in the sense that I let the stain like dry overnight before I started polying it. Normally I try to squeeze in the whole thing in one day or one night. I'm really bad when it comes to like this kind of thing. My antsiness tends to get the best of me. I woke up first thing this morning after the kids started their virtual online school. I came down and I started putting the first coat on. I like to use Varathane seal coats. I like that they're water-based, or at least I like their water-based ones because I can wash my brushes really easily, reuse them really easily, and they're not as stinky in my opinion. I mean, they're pretty bad, but they're not as bad as others. I like to use the Crystal Clear Matte and then also the Semi-Gloss. When it came to my desk downstairs that I built, I did the Crystal Clear Matte, and it actually was really, really nice. It didn't have like a super shiny surface to it, which I really liked, which is what I'm going for with the dog bed platform. The Semi-Gloss isn't super glossy, but it does have more of a gloss. That is good for if you're doing, like I use that on the kids' desks because, you know, they use marker and stuff like that, and it's more easily wipeable. I like to always seal or use like a hardened top coat on all of my furniture inside, and that is only because I feel like dust wipes off a lot easier. And you guys know my house, I'm constantly struggling with dust with 5 people in the house and 2 dogs. But anyways, so this is what it's looking like so far. It is still drying. As you can see, there's like little things in the cracks. I'm on my 3rd coat up top, 2nd coat on the bottom. I don't think I'm going to do as many coats on the bottom legs and stuff as I am on the top. I normally don't. I tend to do at least 3 to 4 coats on like the main surface areas on my furniture, and then everything else I'll kind of skimp a little bit if I'm in a hurry and do only like 2. Yeah, it's looking really nice though. I like the way it's turning out. It's drying really fast. I was kind of worried because it's a little bit humid today, but the breeze and the temperature is like the right amount. The kids are playing some basketball in the backyard because this is our recess time. They're about to eat lunch and have a little bit of a break before their next classes start. And there's the birthday girl. Hi, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. She's been kind of hanging out, coming in and out of the garage, trying to figure out what I'm doing. What are you doing? Oh, and there's the old lady. I call her my old lady because she's 5 years old now. Oh, hi, baby. All right, guys. I'm only laughing because I'm such a dork. Here's Georgie's finished birthday present. She is 1 year old today. 1 year old. 1 year old. And it is basically just a dog bed platform. I made it a little bit bigger because, like I said, if the sides start kind of, you know, sagging and stuff, it'll be supported everywhere. It does not budge. Like, it's not budging, so those sticky little stoppers on the bottom were a good call. They're super cheap. I think they're like $2 at Home Depot. They're by Everbuilt, like I said. But yeah, let's see if she wants to come up on it, shall we? Come on, Georgie. Up, up. Come on, up. Come on, up. Good girl. Up. Come on. Come on, up. Come on, no, Nuna. Nuna. Get down, Nuna. Wrong one. Come on, Georgie. Come on, Georgie. Come on, Georgie. Oh, it's a good girl. Hey, come back. Come back. Come on. Nope. Get down. Nuna, get down. Georgie. Come on, Georgie. Come on, Georgie. Up. Up. Come on. This is a good girl. Georgie. Come on. Come on. Up. Come on. Good girl. Oh, you are. What a good girl. Ah. Like most things, being a parent, human, or fur baby, you're gonna spend a lot of time buying them things, making them things, and then they may just not like them. Basically, I just made the dog bed platform for my enjoyment. There's the dog bed that now fits nicely. I just like how it's raised. You know, when it's on the floor, it collects a lot of dust. It gets pushed around and stuff. They love being up. Like, I know Georgie just jumped off, but she loves being up, like on sofas and chairs. So I'm kind of hoping this makes her happy because we don't allow our dogs on sofas or chairs or furniture for that matter unless they're invited. So she can just feel free to jump up there whenever she wants, which eventually she will. I'll make sure to document it so that way I can make myself feel better. But yeah, it goes very well with the aesthetic of the room. And there you have it. There is my DIY scrap wood dog bed platform. Happy birthday, Georgie. You don't even care. Yeah. Well, at least one of my kids likes it. She'll like it. She'll learn to like it. That one right there, though, she'll take every chance to be comfortable. So, anyways, that is it for me. I hope you guys had fun watching me just sort of get this little project. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this, because it's kind of a new thing that I'm hope to keep doing, give this video a thumbs up. Comment below if you'd like to see something else built. Like, you guys all know my house and kind of our schedules and stuff at this point, so if there's anything that you see online that you're like, oh my god, Kelly needs that, or her dog needs that, or her kids need that, or her husband needs that, let me know. Leave a link below or send me a DM on Instagram, because yeah, this is just a lot of fun and I'm really been enjoying getting better at my craft, as John calls it. Stay healthy, happy, and safe, and yeah, bye. That's hilarious. She loves it. I knew she'd love it. The Nuna Doodle. My poor dog hates me, but all for the gram. Happy birthday, Georgie. We're so happy you're here. We're so happy you're a part of our family. Yay!